Hi agents, just a brief reminder, we will be dropping in-stream rewards throughout the stream today. So just make sure that your Marvel Future Fight game accounts and your Facebook accounts are currently connected. Kim will go ahead and explain the process.
So make sure you are watching with that connected account. And then after that, all you have to do is keep watching. And then when the notification pops up, click claim to claim your reward before time runs out. And then you should be able to find that in your game by going to your settings. There will be multiple drops, so don't go too far. And that timer starts as soon as you start watching. So everybody's drop times are going to be different. So have fun, enjoy the rewards, enjoy the stream. We've worked really hard on both.
See you soon, agents. Hi agents, just a brief reminder, we will be dropping in-stream rewards throughout the stream today. So just make sure that your Marvel Future Fight game accounts and your Facebook accounts are currently connected. Kim will go ahead and explain the process.
So make sure you are watching with that connected account. And then after that, all you have to do is keep watching. And then when the notification pops up, click claim to claim your reward before time runs out. And then you should be able to find that in your game by going to your settings. There will be multiple drops, so don't go too far. And that timer starts as soon as you start watching. So everybody's drop times are going to be different. So have fun, enjoy the rewards, enjoy the stream. We've worked really hard on both.
See you soon, agents. Hi agents, just a brief reminder, we will be dropping in-stream rewards throughout the stream today. So just make sure that your Marvel Future Fight game accounts and your Facebook accounts are currently connected. Kim will go ahead and explain the process.
So make sure you are watching with that connected account. And then after that, all you have to do is keep watching. And then when the notification pops up, click claim to claim your reward before time runs out. And then you should be able to find that in your game by going to your settings. There will be multiple drops, so don't go too far. And that timer starts as soon as you start watching. So everybody's drop times are going to be different. So have fun, enjoy the rewards, enjoy the stream. We've worked really hard on both.
See you soon, agents. Hi agents, just a brief reminder, we will be dropping in-stream rewards throughout the stream today. So just make sure that your Marvel Future Fight game accounts and your Facebook accounts are currently connected. Kim will go ahead and explain the process.
So make sure you are watching with that connected account. And then after that, all you have to do is keep watching. And then when the notification pops up, click claim to claim your reward before time runs out. And then you should be able to find that in your game by going to your settings. There will be multiple drops, so don't go too far. And that timer starts as soon as you start watching. So everybody's drop times are going to be different. So have fun, enjoy the rewards, enjoy the stream. We've worked really hard on both.
See you soon, agents.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Marvel Future Fight v630 live stream. I am your host, Kim, and I am very happy to be coming to you once again to talk about all the awesome things that are coming to your game. I hope everyone is doing well. We are going to be talking about the Inhumans and the X-Men, though this particular update isn't only based on one comic storyline, but quite a few, and we are going to talk about that in length later, which I am very excited about. We are also going to be showing you two new characters. The first is Thane, the Inhuman son of Thanos. He has a very deep, very interesting backstory. We also have Dazzler, the mutant pop star who I love and have a lot of affection for from my childhood, and I hope you do too. We also have two new uniforms for familiar characters, Medusa, Queen of the Inhumans, and Black Bolt, the King of the Inhumans. And there might be a couple more to come later on. I am going to have my friend Kage tell you about that. We also have something different this stream. There will be a survey at the end, and we'll remind you via text in this stream during the duration, but you will need to have your code name from in-game and your player ID. And when you fill that out, we will be able to send you a reward for watching. So please stick around and please look for that link. We are going to have it ready for you at the end of the stream and will only be up for a limited time. So please get your submissions in as soon as you can. All right, everyone, we have so much to talk about, and I'm going to bring in my friend to help us talk about it. Let's get Kage. All right, everyone, let's welcome back my friend and yours. It's Kage. He's going to help us break down everything in this update. It's been great. Kage, how are you?
Doing great. Always happy to be with you and, of course, our agents. And, of course, Marvel is happy to be able to reintroduce or refamiliarize players with the Inhumans. We haven't had an update with the Inhumans in quite a while, so we're sure players are going to be excited with the content and features we have ready to show for you guys today. So,
well, I'm excited to talk about that. Though the weather has been a little weird lately. Did you tell me before that you know something about that, or you have some kind of idea?
Well, we actually reached out to somebody regarding the weather, but we lost contact with them a while ago. Again, we're looking into that though.
Okay, yeah, maybe later. But let's get into this update, which I'm more excited about anyway. We have some awesome characters to introduce to you. The first of which is Thane.
That's right. So a new villainous character not many players may know about is the part Inhuman, part Titan Thane. So Kim, what can you tell us about him?
Well, you kind of gave it away, but he is part Titan, which makes him related to the most famous Titan of all, that is Thanos. He is the secret son of Thanos. I don't know how it stayed a secret because Thane is very close sounding to Thanos, but he is his son who was awakened when Thanos was searching everywhere for him in an attempt to kill him. He did run across the Inhuman King, Black Bolt, who in turn told him, no! He would not help him, but he said it with his quasi-sonic scream, and it destroyed a Terrigen bomb, which set off Inhumans to be activated, to have their genes activated everywhere, and that included Thane. And that gave him two powers that became apparent. One was the death touch in his left hand, and it gave him the ability to instantly change the very economics of existence. He could kill everyone around him, and he did when his power was first awakened. His other one is in his right hand, and it projects an amber construct, which traps everyone within a certain radius and leaves them in a state of living death.
Right, Kim. Like you said, just for that description alone, Thane is a very interesting character, and again, the developers had fun making him as well. So with that said, let's get to it. Some players already noticed that Thane is a universal character. His passive skills allow him to both penetrate super armor, while his tier 2 passive increases his skill and bonus damage, in addition to decreasing damage received. Right, so after leading with his basic attack, we go into his first skill, which is the Demise Flames. Doing damage with his left hand, he delivers stun and physical damage.
Keeping track of those origins, that's the destruction hand.
For his second skill, we have the Cocoon Blast. We see Thane make use of his right hand, making use of his iconic amber box of perpetuating living death, first binding enemies and then causing silence.
I like it. It's comics accurate.
I love how it's just exactly like from as you mentioned, the frame from the comics. So that's pretty cool. Well, this one's pretty neat. Thane makes use of both his hands with the Quietus Beam. After briefly using his right hand to target and freeze enemies, he then uses his left hand to deal damage. This allows him to both recover HP while also being granted brief damage immunity.
That is pretty cool. I do like that they're combining them there. Before, when he first got his powers, he lacked control, and this suit was instrumental for it. Looks like we're a little bit past when he first gets his powers at this point.
And Kim, what do you know about this suit?
Well, this suit actually helps him control his powers. When he first got his powers or his awakening through the Terrigenesis, he couldn't control it. He killed everyone around him. So at this point, he seems like he has more control, more mastery. He's further along in his developmental stage.
And who was it that made the suit?
Well, that's his good old friend, Ebony Maw. Well, his dad's friend.
So for skill 4, after buffing your stats and removing incapacitation, the Tartarus Crash causes some nasty bleed damage here, while removing elasticity from foes and renders them silent. Also, as you can see, that also causes a bit of burn damage. I just love the animation itself, as he just flies in the air and does a continual amount of just, I don't know how to describe it other than just
It
stuff.
just looks rough.
Lastly, we have the Amber Undeath. Again, using the power of both his Inhuman hands, Thane casts incapacitation on his enemies while improving his ignore target dodge rate. With devastating powers such as this, it's pretty easy to see why he's, the son of Thanos.
He's also an Inhuman, which gives him so much more power behind that as well, unlocking his eternal potential.
Yeah, he's definitely a devastating foe to wreck with. So we're looking, we're planning on.
So good luck.
And that does it for the new character Thane.
We look forward to seeing what you all think about using him in game, but let's move on.
One of our newly added characters is a mutant for this v630 update, and that is Dazzler. She's been a fan favorite and highly requested, and now she's in the game. So Kim, what can you tell us about Dazzler?
Dazzler is iconic, as a lot of you may know. Her identity is Allison Blair, and you may not know this, but that means child of light, and that relates very much to her powers because Allison is able to turn sound into light. She is also a singer, and what's interesting about her is she eschewed the idea of joining the X-Men and being a superhero, and instead wanted to focus on her musical career since her debut in 1980. So she has appeared in a lot of different ways throughout Marvel history, different outfits, different hair, very, very similar makeup though. And I do like that look a lot. So she ignored her father's wishes to be a lawyer and went into showbiz. And that's how I relate to Dazzler.
Well, she's definitely a unique character just with that description alone. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look how she is in game. So now, as you can see here, we have Dazzler. She's already set to go. You can see just how she rollerblades in. She's ready to school some turkeys on some disco.
I love her rainbow whirling around and the sparkles flying out. It's great when you embrace what you are, and that is what this Dazzler is doing.
So naturally, as you can see, Dazzler is a blast-type mutant. Her leader skill actually raises her allies' critical rate, while her passive skill grants immunity to silence and blind effects.
And she looks great.
And she looks dazzling while she does it, of course. So we're going to go into her first skill on the list. First skill is the Brilliant Sphere. So for this energy space attack, this is the Brilliant Sphere, and here you can see Dazzler actually places her hands together and emits several spheres of light.
They're dazzling.
Dazzling and shining, radiant, they're all the above. Her next skill on the list is the Flash Explosion. Agents will see here and notice that the attack will actually blind her enemies.
I'm really excited for skill 3.
So her third skill is pretty groovy. This is the Disco Spin. After striking a pose, Allison launches a disco ball in the air, which buffs her abilities. If enemies are in range of her follow-up attack, where she points and fires a beam of light, they will be blinded and receive other possible debuffs. While also you recover HP. As a disco fan, this is one of my personal favorite skills.
Oh, you're a disco fan?
Yeah, I'm a disco fan. I'm talking about Summer and all those classics.
I'm glad you're revealing more about yourself. This is great.
Next skill, which our players will dig, this is the Roller Rainbow Dash. After slapping enemies down with her funky skates, buffing her stats, she skates away and delivers another blinding light attack from above.
Oh, I love it. I love that swirl.
There's a lot of rainbows here.
Yes, I'm enjoying it.
For her fifth and final Superfly attack, this is the Showstopper. With this skill, she gathers the light around her and then to help it bolster her defense, and then lets it all out in a dazzling explosion.
I'm probably going to recreate that later in my room. That was awesome.
Take a look at that one more time. And that does it for the Mutant Dazzler.
I love her style. All right, that does it for our new characters. Now, before we move into new uniforms from some familiar faces, I do want to remind everyone that what we are looking at here is not the final build, and numbers, stats, they could be subject to change when you get that final build in your game. But let's move in. Our first new uniform goes to the Queen of the Inhumans herself. It's Medusa.
That's right. So, as we mentioned, the first new character on our list for new uniforms is the Queen herself of the Inhumans, Medusa. And first off, how would you pronounce her actual name?
Her full name?
Yes.
Okay. Medusalith Amakilin Boltagon.
I won't even bother to try to repeat that.
But she is the Queen of the Inhumans. She serves at Black Bolt's side and is often pretty much the emissary representing the Inhumans, because Black Bolt cannot really speak due to his quasi-sonic scream powers, and she has to interpret what he wants, what he means to say, his orders to the rest of the kingdom and to people visiting them. So she has a very important role. She is not to be trifled with. She does not suffer fools. But on top of that, her powers that she gained through Terrigenesis are all around her hair. It has prehensile attributes, much like you may think of when you think of the word Medusa. Her hair is able to be controlled psionically. There is a small field around each strand, and they act together in a way that is able to make her hair expand, double its length, pick locks, lift objects. She can make it into a rope. She can do so many things with her hair, and I think we're going to see some of those things right now when we see her skills.
Right, so agents may recognize that this uniform is from the comic series Inhumans versus X-Men, which players may have noticed in the key art, which actually has the blades kind of mixed into her hair, which is kind of cool. And it comes with 4 new skills and enhances her leader and passive skills, the Merciful Queen and the Queenly Blades.
Just a wild mane out on the battlefield.
So we'll open up with her first skill, which is the hair drill. This isn't a new skill, but you can just see how she looks with her new uniform. So the first newly added skill is the piercing reach. Like all her attacks, we see Medusa violently whipping her foes into shape with her new luscious hair, causing bleed, because she's worth it.
It's just this massive tangle of hair. I mean, I shouldn't say tangle. It's probably very well maintained.
For the next skill, the bladed swing. Now, it may not look like much at first, but this skill actually buffs up Medusa's overall stats while also allowing the ruling queen to recover HP, then ending with a solid slap to the face. The fourth hair-raising skill is the matriarch drill. This is another bleeding attack similar to, which packs a bit more of a punch. It can both ignore and decrease enemy defenses while also causing silence.
Good grief. Wow.
So in addition to bleed, Medusa's 5th skill, which is the red whirlwind, incapacitates foes and causes paralysis. It also grants benefits such as being able to ignore the target's defenses and also penetrates, damage immunity.
There's just so much red. So much red.
Yeah, but not from the blood, it's from her hair. So red,
yes,
red all around.
It's that color of dye. It's very trendy.
So of course, she actually is not just given a new uniform this update, she's given something a little bit new as well. So the Mighty Queen demonstrates her power with this newly added Awaken skill.
Whoa!
So just by looking at it, many players will notice that there are a multitude of things happening. So after summoning her sister Crystal and her fellow Inhuman Miss Marvel, you'll notice attacks such as bleed, freezing, burning. So in addition to that, it also reduces the enemy's defenses while also accumulating damage. Also, there's a variety of other stats which you can see for yourself when the update goes live.
I love the cameos, especially Ms. Marvel, how she ties in as an awakened Inhuman from the Terrigen bomb.
Exactly, yeah, another tie-in to the uniform which we mentioned earlier, which is the Inhumans versus X-Men. And that does it for Medusa.
All right, and now let's take a look at our final uniform, and I think a lot of people know what that means.
That's right. After finally hearing the cries of his people, the King of the Inhumans is ready for action in his new Earth X uniform. So, Kim, what can you tell us about, at least for what your knowledge of Black Bolt?
I could tell you a lot, because Black Bolt actually intersects with a lot of the other characters who are involved in this update in many different ways, in many different storylines. This might be a little heavy, but in terms of Earth X, without spoiling it too much, we have Black Bolt playing a key role in saving the Earth and making a call for Galactus. And that's as far as I want to go with that. But in some of the other storylines we see intersecting, for instance, in Infinity, Thanos comes to Earth, to the Inhumans specifically, and he demands a tribute, which is basically killing young men of a certain age. He says it's a tribute, but it's actually he's looking for Thane. And when he comes up to Black Bolt refuses. Instead, he releases a scream that in turn releases the Terrigen Mist, and I think you know what happens after that. Also, he has a run-in with Dazzler in Inhumans versus X-Men when Dazzler goes against him under the, let's say, coercion of Emma Frost. He has a lot to do, and I think we have a lot to see.
So we're sure many players are going to be excited to build and enhance a classic universal type character. So this uniform actually increases the character's defense and also changes a couple other skills such as his Silent King and Cosmic Awareness passive skills. So with that said, let's take a look at his newly added skills.
All right.
So for our first skill on the list, we have the Inhuman Blow. With this one, we see Black Bolt dealing a series of different blows to the enemy, causing them to be stunned. And he actually moves pretty fast.
I mean, he does have a bevy of powers. There's a reason besides lineage why he's the king of the Inhumans.
That's right. We'll see more of this skills to show this out. The second rather devastating attack is the Steel Wing Slice. After a fast fury of slices with his wings, you can actually see it actually deals a bit of bleed and energy damage.
I see it.
So the next is the Electron Strike. This one's pretty cool. So here we can see Black Bolt actually demonstrating the ruling might of his power over his opponents by first off flying into the air and emitting lightning damage. And this causes his foes within the area to be drawn close beneath him, all while him gaining a variety of different buffs for his stats.
That is a great use of one of his official powers, which is manipulation of matter and specifically electrons to do basically whatever he wants.
He's king of the Inhumans for a reason.
Yes.
So this skill, which is the Royal Scream, is one of our, it's one of my favorites. It's also, I'm sure, going to be favorites of many fans as it demonstrates his iconic quasi-sonic scream. So as you can see, he actually blows the enemies back while decreasing the enemy's overall defenses and causing paralysis. And you can see he just stands in place and just shouts and sends all the enemies back. And that's pretty cool.
You don't want to be at the end of that. I mean, at times it could level an entire block or maybe an entire planet. It really depends on where Black Bolt is at.
Yeah, so definitely not somebody you want to mess with.
No.
So the fifth but not final skill on the list is the Roar of Doom. So this is where he lets out a powerful shout affecting a multitude of enemies within the area, causing stun and a variety of other debuff stats.
Very good. I mean, that's what we're talking about in terms of what volume he wants to do this at.
Mm-hmm. So we went through the new skills, but of course there's one skill everyone is excited to see. The beloved King of the Inhumans has now a T3 ability. So I'm not going to commentate too much on this one. I want everyone to see it and just be able to enjoy it themselves. So you can see, go ahead and just take a look.
Whoa. You can see the sounds.
It's amazing. Again, every character's T3 is always just fun to watch, whether it be T3 or an Awakening skill. So of course, this glorious Inhuman attack decreases enemies' overall defense and speed, in addition to a variety of other debuffs and provides other buffs for your character as well.
Whoa. I like the way it looks as well.
And that does it for the new uniforms and the new character, and of course, the long-awaited T3 for Black Bolt.
All right, but that's not all, Kage. There's also some new features to look forward to.
That's right. So we do have several different new features. One of these features actually relates to the story missions. So for example, first we have alternate mode for the All War story mission. Many of you will remember the All War story mission previous v630 update. But now, similar to the normal story missions in alternate mode, players now have the ability to select any characters that they like. Secondly, with the alternate mode ultimate, we have established new daily rewards. So one of the items is, of course, a new uniform XP chip, in addition to a new reward referred to as story fragments. The story alternate mode missions for normal and ultimate. Here, some new hero biometrics are actually going to be added as well for the reset rewards. So keep an eye out for that.
But there's something else we can look forward to, right?
You're right. There's a couple more things. There is a new leveling up feature for Awakened Heroes. So Netmarble is aware that players would like multiple characters to be reworked. They are starting on this path with a new feature to improve Awakened Heroes to make the match a little bit more closer to T3 characters. This feature is referred to as the Transcend Potential feature. More details on that will be a little bit more present in the patch note and dev notes. But here's just a couple of key features to just keep an eye on. So after a character transcends potential, these characters will be a little bit more stronger than they were before the v630 update. So of course, before you're able to transcend these awakened characters' potential, their gears will have to be ranked up to level 25. So again, we understand that this is a new process. So to ease players more into it, there will be an event where players can actually have their materials discounted so that they can upgrade their equipment to level 25. So these applicable characters can actually receive these transcendent potential free of charge. So we hope everyone will be looking forward to it.
All right, those are all good, but I'm gonna ask you for even more.
You want more?
Yes.
So we do have a little bit more. So as you can see on the screen as well, we have Iceman and we actually have Miss Marvel. These two characters will be getting new uniforms, but they won't be live just yet. So these characters are still being tweaked a little bit. We wanted to try a little something new. We wanted to at least show these characters to you guys so that you guys can just be looking forward to them when they are provided in the next update.
So look for videos on that coming soon to social media. All right, well, now that you've unveiled them, announced them to the world, let's check out this video.
All right.
That was awesome. Now moving forward, we're going to be talking about another section that we wanted to show you today, and that is
something appears to be wrong with the stream. Is it your device? Or perhaps something more? Greetings, agents. Now I know what you're thinking. Another crazy Kage here to hijack your stream. What makes this one so unique? Well, for starters, how about an origin story? Once a humble and devastatingly handsome weather reporter, I was approached by your Kage to report on a mysterious cloud that formed on my Earth. However, the weather botched my newscast and ruined my reputation. Days later, thanks to the Terrigen Mist, I became something more, something powerful. No longer was I simply the suave, classy Kage you knew before. Now, foes address me as... With these seemingly useless powers, I found that I've actually transcended over other broadcasters, making me the meta of TV reporters. Not only have I gained the ability to take over other people's streams, I've also gained the ability to see beyond. That's right. I've gained the ability to see every single comment on social media. Every single one. I'm talking Facebook, Twitter, Reddit. I see it all. Don't believe me? Try leaving a comment. Trust me, I'll see it. Think about it. Which would you rather listen to? This?
We're on the case, so if you see him...
And a jerk.
Yes, so keep an eye out for him.
Or this? Next up on the list is the Rainbow Roller Dash. Where this funky cat schools turkeys and then rollerblades straight into your arms. Check it out. So Kage and Kim, you have a choice. Surrender the stream to us Kages or we'll take it by force. Until then, I'll see you next time, agents. Remember, I'll be watching you. Always watching.
Can you hear? Oh, you can. Okay, great. It's back.
Yeah, we're back. So they're happy to hear everything's back to normal. Sorry about that.
You did say that guy was going to be cool, and he wasn't, like all of the other ones.
Yeah, I apologize for that. We'll vet these guys a lot more. We'll do a better job. We'll look into it. So I believe you're transitioning into what was it, in the comics?
We have a segment today. It's a segment we've done before where we talk about Marvel Comics, which is one of my favorite things to do. And now we have a logo. Okay, so we are talking about the comic basis for this update, and there's a lot for this one, so I'm glad that we're getting to go into it. So there are 4 primary characters that we're talking about today. I'm going to tell you where you can find a basic background on each character, but then we're going to go in a little bit further into the history. So first we have Thane, who is a new character. You can read up on him on Infinity, number 4 through number 6, where he starts to appear, and then Thanos 1 through 12. in 2017. Dazzler debuted a long time ago, 1981. You can check out her history in Dazzler number 1 through number 5. There's a lot of fun lingo from that era, a lot of disco lingo. Next we have Black Bolt. Of course, you can catch him in Humans number 1 through number 6. He's also heavily featured in War of Kings number 1 through number 6, and Black Bolt number 1 through number 12. That's more recent in 2017. Medusa, you can catch very similarly right by Black Bolt's side. You can catch her in Inhumans number 1 through number 6, 1975, War of Kings 1 through 6, and Inhumans versus X-Men, again, 1 through 6. Now, the primary comic lines of interaction for these different characters and the uniforms that we see some of them derived from do come from very specific comic events. These are massive stories, one of which is Infinity, one is Inhumans versus X-Men, and one is Earth X and its prequel series, 2020's Marvel's X.
So yeah, there's definitely a lot of comic runs that are being done in this update relating to the X-Men and Humans. Now, who do you now, Kim, do you find yourself siding with anybody, like whether they be Inhumans or X-Men?
I'm always with the X-Men. You don't even have to ask Kage. I like the history of the X-Men and why they were created, and different reasonings that Stan Lee and others did regarding civil rights, regarding understanding each other. I think that's very important. But we're going to talk about Infinity first. So this is a major comic storyline. It's epic. Highly recommend it. There are two major plot lines going on. One is the Avengers in space, but we will be focusing on Thanos and his story as a catalyst for this. So Thanos has been traveling in the galaxy, demanding tributes from the worlds he comes upon, and it's not a little tribute. He wants the heads of all males ages 16 through 22, and if you don't give it, he will kill everyone on the planet. It may seem random, but it's not. He's looking for his long-lost son. It's about his age, because he wants to kill him. So he comes upon Black Bolt in the floating city of Adelon, and Black Bolt refuses Thanos with his quasi-sonic scream, which will, we all know that's very destructive. He tells him, no! It's a beautiful comic page. However, Black Bolt's scream activated the Terrigen bomb. One person who was not chosen for Terrigenesis is Thane. So by all accounts, he was an average guy. He was like a medic or a healer, no known combat ability. And through the Terrigen bomb, his Terrigenesis is activated and he transforms. He looks a lot more like his dad, purple, wrinkly chin, you know the deal. And he has this destructive ability and lack of control and kills everyone around him. It is epic. It is a story that leads all across the galaxy into the God Quarry and diving into some really complex and interesting ideas. And I'm not going to tell you how it ends. So in Humans versus X-Men, I think you're pretty familiar with that. So this explores the idea that while Terrigen wakes up the Inhuman gene and creates more Inhumans, for instance, Kamala Khan, as Ms. Marvel, she was awakened by the Terrigen mist. She didn't know she was an Inhuman, but it is actually deadly to mutants who now have to fight to stay alive. Emma Frost is the ringleader here. She's sort of taken the role that Magneto normally would take against Professor X. She orchestrates this war against the Inhumans. She paints a big target on Black Bolt's back. She orchestrates a meeting between herself, Emma Frost, and Black Bolt. Emma meets Black Bolt, bringing with her the singer from the Quiet Room, Lady Shine. She is Dazzler in disguise. So he tries to use his quasi-sonic scream, which is extremely powerful and destructive. However, Dazzler transmutes his sound into light, and she absorbs all of his power, rendering him mute, by the way, and she releases his own power back at him as a wave of brilliant energy, sending him through a wall. It's a very interesting scene. There's some really good art. Check it out, and please read the whole story about how it turns out for the Inhumans and the mutants. And our last comic event series is Earth X. This toys with the idea of what would it be like if the entire world had powers. And the answer is a descent into madness and chaos. Superheroes are irrelevant. Celestials have manipulated people of Earth into essentially being the antibodies for the Earth, because the Earth is housing a celestial embryo that is growing in the core.
Oh.
So basically, every battle the heroes have fought has been to protect the Earth, but really it was to protect the celestial embryo that will one day come forth and destroy us all. We never even knew it as people of Earth. I don't want to tell you how it ends, but it's really good. It's a great reveal. I really want to, though. The Inhumans are involved. Karnak tries to figure it out. He asks Medusa, could it be this? Could it be that? She says, I don't know, but she does know. Black Bolt is involved with something, but I definitely recommend you check it out for exploring these different views at the very least.
Well, it sounds awesome.
All right, everyone. Now it's time to do some gameplay in the challenge run. Let's bring back our old friend Noah. Kage, I think you should join them this time.
Sure thing. I'm going to go right now.
What's up, guys? We're back for another challenge run. We're changing things up a little bit this time.
Look, we got Kage.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
I think this might be, Contender Kage?
I like the sound of that, so let's go with that.
Awesome. Yeah, so we're going to take some of the new characters into Giant Boss Raid this time, and Kage is helping us out.
You guys just needed some help, so I'm here to help carry you guys all the way.
Are we flexing now?
Oh, man.
Is it that stream?
Literal flexing. Ugh. Ugh.
We're going for Master Mold. We're going to try to show you guys some damage numbers. We gave our new characters some builds, and this time we gave ourselves a little bit more time than 3 minutes.
Let's show this giant easy bake oven who's boss.
You guys want to jump in?
I'm ready.
Why not?
I'm Medusa.
I haven't used Black Bolt in a while, so.
I mean, hair does a
Here we
lot of
go.
damage against metal, right?
I think that's how it works, yeah.
Okay, so
5%.
awakening skills are now in a new spot.
Green action.
Use
Plus,
co-op
I-
skill.
Can't figure out the new location for the awakening skill. It's in the
I think
T3
that-
skill spot now.
Yeah, it might even be different on iPad versus phones.
Oh, well,
Scream
there
action.
he goes.
Who can scream louder?
Ah, Protector Queen! Protector Queen!
Oh, Medusa's
Oh.
going. Bye-bye.
Protector Queen!
My
No,
T3
there's
skill got
T3.
canceled.
I need to wait till he gets ready.
Ah.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh no, I don't have my VIP skill to have her heal in the background.
I'm gonna buff up.
Oh, come on, give me that damage rocket.
Right, T3 time. Who's ready for some T3 from the sky?
Come on.
Look at that.
Doing mine too. I'm hoping to get the proc.
Oh,
Come on, come on, come on. Oh. Oh, you did.
I took off.
Oh,
We're good.
I see him.
Back for everybody, Black Boltagon. What's his name?
Yeah, but
But do you remember what
Bakugan,
Medusa's actual name is?
something like that.
Blackamus Boltamus.
Oh no. T3 skill is canceled.
There, I got mine, baby.
Here
I
we
got
go.
your back.
My T3 is ready, so I'm gonna buff up. I'm gonna T3. Oh shoot! I'm not gonna
To the skies. To the skies.
Oh, he died.
Back perfection. T3.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't
Who
act
got
too
the, who got
surprised.
it? Oh,
Oh, King Sando. Oh, hold on. I got a sound from Master Mold.
What?
Do you guys know the props?
Oh
I got
my
props.
god.
had I known we were having a prop off, I would have been more prepared.
That was pretty close.
Good on
So-
you.
Yeah,
I get
good
to be
job.
cocky again,
Congrats.
right?
Yeah. All right, fine.
Yeah.
You won.
That sounds like an agreement between you two, so you all can enjoy serving coffee to one another.
Oh man. Well, thank you, Contender Kage, for helping us take on Master Mold.
Thank you for having me.
Let's set Cage free. Let's open his cage.
Uncage Cage. All right, World Boss Ultimate time. Let's jump into some action. I'm thinking, given the characters we want to showcase, it makes sense to take on Corvus Glaive.
I'm in.
We are going to jump into a stage 50. That sound good?
I'm ready. I'm working out. I'm
Oh wow. Okay.
world boss.
You're literally flexing on me. Okay. Well,
All right,
all I
ready.
need to flex are these.
Put him away. I'm not gonna use my fingers at all to take you down. Just knuckles on screen.
You're punching the screen.
Yeah. Count us off. 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Start. And
Start
start.
again. All right.
And now okay. Did you do it? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Worst case, cut it so our times are even. We're fine.
Yeah. That'll be easy. Okay. I'm gonna tap the screen.
Yep.
Did you already go? Okay. Go.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh man.
I really should have just opened up with the awakening. Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. Oh, the T3 nukes.
Yes.
I'm gonna switch to Coulson. I don't want a chance losing somebody by getting stunned here. I'm sacrificing him.
That makes sense to me.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes.
Medusa's hair is so cool. When you use the co-op skill, it just comes in.
Yeah.
Bring the pain to the T3. Woo.
All right.
I'm at the cutscene, baby.
Me too.
Shoot.
Gonna be close.
I think my switching away to Coulson tactic to avoid pain was a mistake.
No. You can't afford
Oh.
losing somebody. Ooh.
I don't know. I don't want to use Medusa. Ooh. That's one hit. Get out of there. All right.
Come on.
And the
Do
big
it.
spot.
Oh, the damage is amazing. I love it.
Oh no! Oh, bad timing on my T3.
You can't handle Black Bolt.
It's gonna hurt me.
I want a 5 cancel Awakening. I believe that 5 gives some damage buff. Oh, it looks good. Oh wait, Corvus canceled it. That wasn't the whole thing.
Oh, here comes a big
Back to
T3.
Black
Big
Bolt.
T3. Big T3. Big T3.
Come
Done
on.
time.
No! Oh my god, what?
Here, I got one for you.
playing
Got one for you.
too Careful. Damn. Oh, get that whistle out of here.
Oh, it's good. Here, hold on, hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
feel
it
the
feels
burn,
terrible. It feels
Feel the burn.
terrible.
Yeah.
He's a T3. Yeah, he's melting.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
God. I was playing too careful. Get that
Nah.
out of there.
I gotta do it till you look at me, man. I'm tired.
Yeah, but what about these?
I'm not scared of those anymore.
Yeah, they failed.
I got
this
2
time.
wins on the day. I got 39 CCF. So, I mean, icing on the cake. Enjoy
That's
test
pretty good.
account. But,
Oh
this is
my
good.
god.
I think we should
All
do
right,
this more
all right.
often. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. And Justin, I'll get you next time.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a month. I don't want to hear from you between.
All right. Well, see you guys.
See ya. Send it back to Kage and Kim.
Kage and Kim.
Contender Cage.
Yeah.
Testing
Contender
Cage?
What's wrong, Kage? Sore loser?
I honestly thought I had it. You took the win, so congratulations.
You know, respect
A
where
little-
it's
little
due.
golf clap there for you.
All right. That was great. Awesome challenge run, guys. We went through a lot today. But before I recap that, I want to remind everyone that there is a survey coming very soon for you to fill out and get your reward for watching the stream. Be sure to have your code name and your player ID. You can find those both in your game. Have them handy, have them ready to go, and get that reward, because we did so much today. We talked about new characters, Thane and Dazzler, new uniforms for Medusa and Black Bolt. We went over some new game upgrades and updates to certain modes. Some weird guy put us on mute for a while, which was weird. And we talked about Marvel Comics, which was great. We have a lot to talk about in the future too, right, Kage?
That's right. So we're thank you once again, guys, for dropping by. Continue to look forward to more patch notes describing more additional game details in the future, and continue to, of course, to follow us on social media. We're, of course, on Facebook and Twitter, as you guys already know. And we look forward to introducing a couple more things, such as another teaser possibly for Iceman, for Ms. Marvel, and perhaps one more feature, but we'll go ahead and have to wait on that. So,
all right, we'll see what that is. Maybe in the future. We will find out later, but for now, goodbye, agents, and until next time.
Sorry.
Did you have to dab?
No, it was a force of habit I've been doing.
What you still doing here? Expecting a sneak peek for the next update? Don't count on it. Go on.